The lie to this with its gang of tough and feisty women, many involved in prostitution or drawn into the corruption and violence that accompanies it. Here's a first preview of next week's episode.
I mean, just who do you think you are? I'm someone who's been dumped on by your husband, just like you have. I think it's time you left. I saw that look in your eye when I came round here and I told you. I know hate when I see it. Look at this place. It's full of stuff that costs a bloody fortune. Where do you think he gets the money from?
He runs a very successful cleaning business, in case you'd forgotten.
People have been killed because of your husband. How do you know that this suite hasn't been bought with blood money? Or that? How do you know some woman hasn't been to hell and back so you could have this?
Please, put that down.
And we are delighted to welcome the actress and singer Barbara Dickson, fresh from that demanding role as Anita. Just explain who you are in it, or what who
Anita is basically a kept woman who thinks she's a cut above the women of the street who are her friends. In fact, as has just been revealed in episode 4, she's really in a similar kind of predicament to them. And that's when I go and wreak my revenge on George, who's dumped me.
It's quite a sort of out-of-character part for you, for someone of your background, isn't it?
Well, I've never done any television drama before, so I don't quite know what is out of character. I mean, my only stage work was as Mrs. Johnson, who was a downtrodden Liverpool mother of 7, and that's not in character either, as we all know. But I do, you know, I do enjoy drama. And it seems to me that, like most actors, you like to do things that are nothing to do with what you are like. But I've always been trying to sort of get rid of my nice girl next door image, because I'm really not like that, and people have decided I'm like that. It's probably nicer than having a very nasty image.
Well, you're likely to have that image, as you're mainly seen as a singer still,
I want to be straight down the middle of that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I want to be reckoned with, but also considered to be okay.
Why has it taken so long for you to sort of come forward as an actress? Because I know that the role of Mrs. Johnson in Blood Brothers, a musical, is a very demanding role. I mean, it's a brilliant musical. And why has it taken so long, do you think, for somebody to offer you something else?
I've no idea. I've been droning on about it since Blood Brothers, saying, please, somebody give me a job on television. And I've been near getting a couple of things, and a couple of things I've turned down. Nothing of any real note came my way between 1983 and 1994. Then I think finally the drip on the stone wore away sufficiently for me to get 2 drama series in 1 year, Band of Gold, which of course everybody's enjoying, and Taggart, which is yet to be seen. It'll be shown in the autumn.
What about the research for that series, Band of Gold? I mean, did you have to get sort of quite involved and meet?
We had to go, well, I went with several of my colleagues to Bradford, and we met some prostitutes in Bradford who were very helpful to us and told us about their world and their lives and what they do, which gave us a great insight into the area. Well, certainly for my character, I'm supposed to live on the lane, so all the people who work there and are to do with that world are all my friends in it. And certainly for Geraldine James and Cathy Tyson in particular, it was very useful for them to meet them.
Did you find that sort of remotely intimidating?
We were as nervous of them as they were of us, and for all sorts of reasons. But once we started to talk to them, there was absolutely no problem at all.
Well, what did you? What were they like?
Well,
what sort of people?
Well, they were just ordinary women, really. But they were very sort of slightly embarrassed to begin with. But I think that was because how would you like to be faced with a room full of actresses who'd all come to find out about you? I mean, it's rather scary. But all I left with was a feeling of how vulnerable they are and what a dangerous job that is, to get in cars with people you've never seen in your life. And after all, make no mistake, that was the area that the Yorkshire Ripper used to work in as well. So, I mean, it had been seen to be a very difficult part of the world. I rather admired their tenacity, if you like. It's no, you know, they say there's no such thing as a free lunch. Well, certainly in that world, that's absolutely true. I mean, they work for their money.
Is this programme, in your opinion, for adults only? Because I know that you have children.
Oh, absolutely.
You wouldn't let your children watch
this? Not at all.
This?
No, it's
what about
after
teenagers?
9 o'clock.
I mean, yours are younger than 10,
my eldest son is 8, and that is certainly far too...
What about teenagers,
Well, I would say, I mean, somebody told me of a 13-year-old child watching Band of Gold, and I thought, you see, I'm actually rather right-wing about these things, and I don't think that's... I think that's too young. But someone who's about, you know, who's an adult, say 16 and over, I think that's fair enough.
Can I ask you about the other people you work with? Did you all get on?
Oh yes, very much so, yes. Well, it's very much an ensemble piece, as you've seen. We did all our filming in Manchester and Bradford, and we shared caravans and shared various funny little loos and locations all over the place, and you just get on with it, really.
And you've got Taggart coming up later this year, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you doing in Taggart?
I play an entirely different kind of kettle of fish in that. I'm a middle-class ex-pop star, short of money, down on her luck. But yes, I'm looking forward to seeing that, to see what the contrast is between...
And you're in concert at the moment?
I'm at the Café Royal, yes,
Yeah.
and I'm singing a
These sort of intimate little green room things you do?
Yes, the Green Room is the only venue in the UK which has 150 people in it, and you find an artist like myself singing for just over an hour to them.
Fantastic.
It's a very different setup to a concert, and I'm really enjoying that because it's like working in a posh folk club.
And on top of all that, you've got a new album out.
The album isn't
What a good
out
year
yet.
for you,
The single is
Fantastic.
out, which is the single from Band of Gold.
Yes.
But the album is yet to be released. It'll
Right.
be out in about 6 weeks, 8 weeks' time, and I've completed that in March, so I'm pretty busy.
Yeah. And obviously on the verge, if not already achieved it, being taken seriously as an actress
I
right
do
now.
hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to talk to us today. We're going to hear you singing later on.
Oh, great.
Yeah, indeed. So thanks for coming along. It's nice to see
Thank
you.
you.
Cheers.